So you wrote a book and now you're trying to sell it, but it's not going so well.
I'm sorry, you giving out tickets or something?
Well, first of all, bring it in, buddy, because I got a hug for you. Now, I want you to remember there's a lot of other people in your position, okay? You have a lot of company. Now, the obvious question is,
Why?
why? And that question might be obvious, but the answer, that's a whole different beast. But if you want to sell your book, you really need to understand that answer and the reasoning behind it. That way you can do something about it. You can actually wield more control over your marketing and sales. What I'm saying is if you let this click in your brain, you can change the game. You can win. So today, we're breaking that answer apart, blowing back the myths surrounding the difficulties of self-publishing with this, the first video in our new series. Wait for it. Make a living as a writer.
No! No!
I know it's original, right? But it works. It communicates what I want it to, and that's a key we're going to get into. So, guys, you're rolling with Nightlight Studios. Let's get to work. The biggin. Self-publishing is not the same as self-marketing. Now, why the hell would I start here?
I don't know.
Because most self-publishing authors try to sell their book with the same mindset as a self-publishing author.
I'm an artist and I should be taken seriously. All this other bull should not be spoken of. Oh, and that's a bad mess.
Like real bad, like bad. Why? Because once you've written your book, and once it's in stores or online or wherever you place it to sell it, listen close, your book ceases to exist. Your book completely disappears. Poof, gone. It's not even a factor in the equation anymore.
So that's what that feels like.
So if that happens, guess what else must disappear? Or more specifically, who must is it who or whom? Anyway, who must disappear? It's you, the author you. I'm serious. I'm so serious. I want you to stop this video right now. Go find author
What
you.
are you doing?
Bust them over the head with a shovel or a frying pan, like a cast iron skillet, because those bad boys are thick. And I want you to stick author you in a closet, because author you, if you let them out now, let them take control now in this beginning stage of the process with all their little artistic sensibilities and pride of accomplishment and ownership and
Right? That's right.
emotion, they will try to sell your book. Yeah, the one that doesn't exist because nobody but you knows it exists yet. Nobody knows what ideas, plot lines, characters are inside it, so they have zero capability to care about what you created. The only way for those things to matter is for them to read your book and fall in love, like a relationship. That takes time. So trying to sell your book in the beginning stages will kill your opportunities for success, for exposure. Author you will murder your dreams. And you worked too damn hard, sacrificed too many nights and hair follicles for that shit to happen. Oh, dang it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Sorry, I'm working on it. But I'm really passionate about this. We're fans of yours. We need you to win. So do whatever you have to do to keep author you out of your way. God. Oh, okay. Okay. Some of y'all went a little too hard on author you, and that's fine. I won't say not, that's fine. Let's just keep going. So if it's not your book, what are you even putting out there? That's a good question. And here's a good answer. An emotional experience. That is your product. That is the only product you are selling. Let me explain. Pay very close attention. Getting this next part is crucial. Okay, so we're in a bookstore. And yeah, we're invisible. So no one can see us, which means we get to observe shoppers, how they behave. Did you catch that though? It was subtle, so you probably missed it. Let me say it again. Shoppers. These people in the bookstore are shoppers, not readers. And more importantly, they not your readers. I'm sorry. Yeah. So anyway, they're walking up and down aisles and they're looking at books. Duh. Except, well, are they? I mean, are they? What are they actually looking at?
Sure.
Take a look at this. Guys, there are so many different books that it becomes a sea of nothing. Think about that. Do you read every single title as you browse? Do you stare at the book covers for longer than a second? Nah, that's not even how our brains work. Our brain only registers things that pique interest or present danger. Why? Because its main job is to keep us alive. And part of how it accomplishes that is by preserving calories. And because we burn mad calories by thinking hard, literally just thinking hard, the brain tries not to think about what it doesn't need to. How does this translate into selling books? By understanding that it's too hard for shoppers to figure out what all these books are about, including yours. That would mean picking up each one, and then reading the summary on the back. All of them. But again, in store, these people are not readers. They are shoppers who may be wondering what to pick up from the grocery store after they leave the bookstore. They are shoppers who are standing, walking around, debating on whether they really want to spend money on a story by authors they don't know or recognize. They're shoppers who may just have limited time to browse. They are shoppers with shopper's mentality. They are not curled up in a chair, alone, ready to relax and disappear into the universe of printed pages. If they were, they'd be your readers. You have to understand your audience and what their mindset is at each stage of the buying process. In this beginning stage, you have to engage them as shoppers. What I'm saying is you must only sell what they want when they want it. So, what do they want at this moment, at this beginning stage, staring at a sea of books? Well, they want the experience. More specifically, they want to know one of the books in this vast sea might give them the feelings their favorite hard sci-fi or dystopian drama or cyberpunk thriller gave them in the past. So know what those feelings are specifically, and then translate that into visuals. That's what's supposed to make up your cover design. That's what your cover is for. It's not to showcase a specific scene. Remember, they haven't read the damn book. Oh. They haven't read the book yet. And you know, as badass, oh my. Yeah. Okay. You know, as capable authors, no scene, regardless of the heartstrings they tug or the adrenaline they try to pump, means anything until we've invested in the stories or characters. So yeah, that also means it's not a showcase of characters and cool outfits or clothing because again, no one's read your book. And at this stage, the shopper knows nothing about the specifics of your story. More importantly, guys, they don't care yet. But they do care about the feeling. Is it possible to relive a cherished moment from my past? That's the unspoken question shoppers, potential readers, are asking. Think of your own favorites. They may be written incredibly. The plot could be straight dope. They may have awesome characters, but it's the feelings behind those elements, the feelings that emerged when those elements were woven together that drive your love for those stories. So, pique their interest by visually communicating a very specific feeling, a very specific experience. Now, don't get confused. There are some visual tactics that catch the eye. Bold, easily readable text, for instance, or deep contrast between design elements like colors or size or characters, etc., right? But catching the eye is not the same as communicating an emotional experience. It's not the same as captivating the imagination, even for the briefest instant. Focus on the emotion. Guys, this switch of thought process is the foundation for your effective marketing. I want you to divorce yourself from the art, from the author. The author's job was done when you typed the last sentence of the story. The art of it, your artistry, began and ended with the first and last words of your novel. When you put your book out, you are a marketer, a salesman, and that means having a conversation with people you're never going to get to talk to. And that conversation is an exchange of value and a promise. Their money and time for an experience you promise to provide. Again, do you really believe there's even one section of your story that holds enough emotional weight and impact to be stripped from the tale and presented by itself with no context whatsoever to ground it? Yeah, I don't think so either. So get that shovel, get to swinging. And remember, book covers and marketing are not extensions of your artist's soul. They aren't or shouldn't be considered art at all. Not by you anyway. Their purpose is not to explain or sell your story. That's your summary or blurb's job, followed by the story itself and the quality of your writing and the engagement you create throughout the story. No, to you, marketing and elements like book covers must function as tools for quick, fast, in a hurry communication. They just need to get a browser, a shopper, to pick your book up or click on it online. Meaning, if you want to sell your book, then accept the fact that things don't need to be pretty to you at all. They really don't. They don't need to be pretty at all. They need to say the right things to the right people in the right way. They need to work. Period. Boom. Alrighty, folks, I'm done for now. I hope this helps you understand the shifts that need to take place about your book marketing if you're serious about making this thing happen. I know you can do it. There are readers waiting to hear what you have to say. We just need to get you saying the right things. We need to get you in front of them. So, in my next video, we're going to be talking about emotions.
That alone gets 2 snaps up.
Specifically, what emotions or experiences our early stage shoppers are looking for from different subgenres of science fiction. So if you have a dystopian book, what would you need to translate emotionally into a visual cue for them to pique interest? That way, you can start crafting real book covers that those shoppers can't help but pick up to learn more from the summary.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Later, guys.